I'm Miriam Joy and welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be doing the Valentine Heart Table Centerpiece. And this is a real fun, festive little centerpiece. And I think it'd be really fun to do 2 or 3 of these in a grouping on your table for a party or just decorations for the holidays. What these are balloon ties. Then I actually found this one at the 99-cent store, but places like Dollar Trees and stuff like that also have them, and they're a little weight you tie your helium balloons onto, and they have all these fun festive kind. These have a nice little heart already on them, so it makes it really simple, and they have the wire set up perfect that you could just come and set your little piece or whatever you want just right in there. Now I want you to see, I've got it kind of weighted nice right now, but see how much it's moving? If you just take it off, it's not going to go just right. So we're going to trim this one down just a little bit. Now what this one is a 5-pack of hearts that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and there were 5 big variety to small variety, and the nice thing is you can cut them down and make them any size you want. You can buy these cheaper than you can buy the glitter paper at any of the craft stores for, so that's why I like to purchase them this way. Now on this kind, over here I use the Fun Foam. Now the Fun Foam is very, very light, and it can be a little bit flimsy. The nice thing about it is you can do 2 sides. On this one, I stamped just the Happy Valentine's Day stamp right on it with just a plain stamp, and this I picked up at Michael's for 99 cents, and that helps just decorate it up a little bit more, and you can do that with the Fun Foam. It would not work on your glitter because you don't have a solid, or I shouldn't say that. Try it, see what happens. Yours may not be as glittery as mine, and it may work just fine. So I just wanted to let you know how I put that together. So on this one, I'm going to take this heart and trim it down just a tad. And these were kind of really, this one isn't as bad, but really wonky shapes. One side being a lot bigger than the other. So if you don't care for that, then just trim the one side down to equal the other side. And you can draw on the back and get it the way you want it before you cut it, so you don't have to mess it up or anything like that. If you're afraid that you'll do that, just cut it out on the back first, or draw it on there first, excuse me, and then come in and cut it out if you're a little bit more comfortable doing that. But having them kind of off center in different shapes is kind of really big for more of an abstract heart, I guess. Now the one thing that is bad about this is only one-sided, whereas our Fun Foam has 2 sides. You do have a side that's rougher than the other side, but at least you can decorate both of the sides, and you don't have to worry about it just being or facing one side. So now we've made this a little bit smaller. We're going to put it in here and test it and see how that works, and that works a lot better. It's a little bit more stable, so a lot happier with that. So I'm going to come and I'm going to go ahead and put my design on it. And I'm just going to do a real basic, simple heart and kind of Valentine's card look for it. And I'm going to do that with my number 1 tool. And I'm going to try starting with the larger end here. And I usually start either at the top or at the bottom so that your 2 designs can meet. And I'm just using red Crayola. Let my tool warm up here a bit, and we're just going to kind of do a half curve, and we're going to walk this all the way around, And take it nice and slow, don't rush it. When you're working with the wax, the slower you go, the longer your strokes become. So you always want to just slow down and put it on. And sometimes when I'm in a video, I like to rush it a little bit. Don't want to have you sitting here with me, making it too long and boring. And we'll go over to our other side. If you're not familiar with the Crayola process, which I call wax design, please visit my website at miriamjoy.com. You will find a video on there that is the basics of wax technique. And the only reason that we don't go into that is because we have a lot of videos and I have a lot of people that watch these. And we'd have to add another 20 minutes just on explaining how this works. So jump on over there, take advantage of that, and it will show you all the fun things you can do and the basics. Alright, we're on our last one right here. Okay, so we've kind of put our kind of lace design on there. So I'm going to come back in and I'm going to go down to my zero tool, the larger end. I'm going to put it into my white, and when I'm doing my white, you need to stir it a little bit more. It was one of color for some reason that separates faster than any others. And we're dotting, and when you're doing a dot like this and you're trying to keep them consistent in size, you reload each and every time. So we're going to bring that all the way around here. Now this one, I'm going to bring a descending dot. And descending dot means you're running out of wax. I'm also going to put one, see if I like that or not. And you can do this in any pattern, any way you want to do it. Don't worry about getting stuck in my ideas. Have two birds kissing, two lovebirds. Any design that you want to do. I do have some Valentine patterns that you can look at, and that will help you get ideas. And I'm continuously trying to come up with new patterns for you. Hopefully being able to spend some more time at home in my studio, I'll be able to do a little bit more of that. When I was traveling the last 3 years on the road, we figured the longest time we spent home in those was 6 weeks, and that was just this summer. Other than that, we were continuously on the road almost every month out of the year. A lot of fun, met fun people. Alright, we're just going to finish these dots right up here. Okay, so we've got, see how that's starting to look like a Valentine lace or fluff or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do my rose now. And I am going to do a dot in the center. And I'm still using my zero tool. We're going to do 3 strokes. 1, 2, and the third one I'm going to start from the other direction and pull down. Now we're going to kind of go in between these a little bit, kind of where they start, and I'm going to switch over here again, directions, and this one I'm going to come the outside of because I want 5 leaves, not just 4. You want to keep your flowers are always odd in the numbers of leaves they have. We want to keep it that way. So I'm going to switch my tool up here and go to the next size and make these outside ones just a little bit bigger. Okay, so we have our basic rose there. And let's put some petals on him. And I'm going to go to my larger tool, the small end, the number 2 tool, and because I want to pull this a long ways. So we're going to start up here. I'm going to pull that. I'm also going to pull down some little leaves that would be under the rose. And I'm going to pull one kind of coming up there. And we're going to put some leaves on this guy. Put one going that direction. These are our outside, and then we're going to put a vein or a line down the middle of our inside. And do it again on this side. And right there. So now we have our little rose. And you, like we'd said, you could do the stamp there, or just leave it blank just the way it is. Nice and pretty and simple. Come on over to your little centerpiece, and I would also put a light coat of varnish on this first, spray varnish on it just to keep everything in place. Now if you have a couple of these, one of the other things that I would do is I would take a pencil and make these different heights, and also when they're taller they're not as stable, so if you put a loop in them, you're also going to get the different heights, but you're going to get a little bit more stability as well with these. So we'll put this guy back in, and now you have your different heights and levels. See, there's all kinds of fun things that you could do with that. If you had a party and you had a bunch of them lying down the table, it'd be really fun. And very inexpensive. So for less than $2, we're able to create a really cute thing. So for $10, you could have an amazing centerpiece or kind of runner down the middle of your table. If you have any questions about this project, please email me at art@miriamjoy.com. Also visit my website at miriamjoy.com for any of the wax information or tools that we may have used today. There is a YouTube video link there that takes you over to fun informational videos as well as fun craft projects or other things for the holidays. There's also my Facebook link at Miriam Joy Gourd Creations, where we try to post something daily there for you. Thank you for joining me today, and God bless.